This video I am gonna talk about how you can choose and how you can pick up a good stocks and how you can make a good portfolio. So guys, understand that buying a good stock is just a 20% effort. The rest of the 80% effort lies in the patience and the perseverance. In a stock market, what is more important is the mental strength, mental temperament rather than investing approach. How long you can stay invested, how you can avoid the crowds, how you can avoid the noises, how you can avoid the media, how you can avoid the newspaper. So this all is prerequisite, in order to make a good money in the stock market, because every day in and out there is a news in the market. If let's say, if any stock that you buy and you have less conviction on that stock, if any news comes up, you will sell that stock. This is exactly happens with 80-85% crowd, because they don't read correctly, they don't have the conviction toward the stocks that they have in their portfolio. So understand guys, when you have a less conviction, when you don't have your idea that what you are owning and why you are owning it, then you are in a wrong side of the picture. So understand that first you should have the conviction, of the stock which you are going to buy or which you have in your portfolio. How you can build up your conviction? To read the annual reports, through to understand the businesses, to understand the management, which is very important. When you understand the businesses very well, if anything happens, your mind will not get impacted the kind of news floats in and around, right? So first understand the businesses very well, and how you can understand the business. Let's see, you are work in a bank, so you understand banks finance very well. So you buy stocks where you have the expertise. You don't buy the stock where you don't have the competency, right? So you buy the stock, the business which you understand, you should own it. And the business you don't understand, try to read it, try to understand the businesses. When you understood the businesses completely, then you start buying stocks, obviously at a good valuation. Because what happens when you buy any stock at a peak, when the earning is also peak and the valuation is also peak, so what happens if there is no safety of margin in the stocks? If anything happens in the earning, the stock crashes, right? So understand that buying a stock is just your 20% efforts. Remaining effort should be your what? Patience, right? Patience. This is what can make you richer in the stock market, which we don't have, because there the kind of news is floating in the market. One side you have a media, another side you have a newspaper, you have a WhatsApp, you have a friend, you have a family members who keeps recommending or chatting with you if something happens to the stock. You have to stay invested in the stock. How Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala ji invested in the Titan? How many people along with him must have invested in the Titan, and where are they? So understand buying even an average stock and stay invested for a good number of years can create a good wealth. Even if you buy a very good stock, but you cannot hold them for 5, 6, 7 years, it turns out to be the worst investment for you. So buying a good stock every day, spending 4 to 5 hours, reading research, getting research, from the various company, they are doing their job. You have to do your job. So understand, in the stock market, what is important is the patience and the perseverance and your mental temperament, which is important rather than your investing approach. How many people succeed in the stock market? You tell me. There are only few of the people who invested in the stock market and now succeeded. Why? They have succeeded only not because they have purchased one of the best stocks, because they purchased the even an average stock, but invested for a good number of years. Obviously you should have your exit entry also in place. You have to know that when you have to exit. But again, so if there is a conviction in the stocks, if you have a conviction in the stock, so what is the problem? If you have a conviction about the ITC, this is not a recommendation. if you have a conviction in the ITC, and I'm telling you, if ITC prices drops by 30-40 rupees from here on, you will sell that stock. Why you would sell? Because you don't have the conviction, because you have not read it perfectly, you don't understand the business as well. That is the reason you would sell the stock if the price drops by 20-30 rupees. So guys, understand, stock market is not about buying a good stock. Stock market is not about reading the research, getting a research. Stock market is test your patience level every time and again, and you have to overcome. And how will you overcome? When you have the conviction, when you know that the stock, I own it, and why you own it. There is a quote, why you own, and why you own the stock. So if you know, if you have a conviction, there is no problem. Let the ITC use this as an opportunity. If ITC draws by 40 rupees, I would be happy being a shareholder, because I am getting the ITC at a lower rate. So where is the problem? So guys, please understand, temperament is very important in the stock market. I hope this video is only about your mental, how you can develop your mental strength. It is not easy, even it is not easy for me, but as the time progresses, you have to understand this. This is the only thing which works in the stock market. So if you like the video, subscribe और like तो आप कर ही देंगे. मिलते हैं next video में. Thank you.